Hey guys, I wanted to tell you about my sponsor, Noble Gold, and how they can help you out with your IRAs. My friends, we are less than a month away from the election, and it's time to take a step back. The political uncertainty could be devastating for your retirement fund if it is not handled properly. I think you'd agree. Whatever the outcome, things are going to be rough for a while, and we've been saying that for a long time. A gold IRA uses the value of precious metals to keep you out of trouble. The team at Noble Gold knows how to do this, and they've done it for thousands of people before you. And if you need an extra reason to jump on this, Noble Gold is gifting a 10-ounce solid gold American Eagle proof coin with every qualifying IRA or 401k plan rollover going through October, guys. So grab the phone and give them a call at 877-646-5347. Again, my friends, that is 877-646-5347. I can promise you they take care of True Reporting, and they'll take care of you and your IRA and your retirement plan. So always go with Noble Gold. You won't regret it, my friends, and I really hope you enjoy today's podcast. Hey, what's up, guys? You will not be able to see me because I had Zoom turned on. So that's not good. I have Zoom still turned on. I don't know why it will not show me, but that's ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. I could put it on the screen if you want me to, but we may have to go without visuals today. Not good. Not good. Either way, my friends, we can just, I don't know. This is kind of strange. This has never happened before. But it's okay. If you want me to bring it in, I can genuinely do that real quick. It would be kind of funny. The only thing with it is that when people call in, you're going to be able to see their face. There I am. So let me move it over here and put up a cool background for you. That's my fault. I had to do a lot before I got on. And we'll get there. God wins. What's up, man? That's a great person. You should follow them on Twitter. All right? We're going to get there in a second. Hold on. Let me fix this background, okay? Just give me 1 second. Gravy. We'll just pick this one. This is one we always use. We'll just use it. No big deal. There we go. What's up? No big deal. Now we can see each other. So we're good. So my advice to you, if you want to call in, the best thing for you to do is to change your name. All you have to do is hit the 3 dots and you're able to change your name, and that'll be fine. It'll be fine. We'll get through it together. Vibes are high. Good to see everybody, by the way. Christina Love, Sunny Sky, Paulette in Boston, Melissa Marie, and Shannon on. Good to see you, my friends. I think Navy Vet's in the crowd too. What is up, fam? So either we could do it this way, or I can restart the entire stream and go from there. So you let me know. The lighting on Zoom is different too. The lighting on Zoom is very different, so just bear with me. It'll be okay. What's up, guys? No sheeple. Good to see you. Dave MC. Loud voice. Hello, Patriot 77. What's going on, Texas Patriot 77? Good to see you. I'm doing good, James and Tyra Pittman. I'm doing very good. American Trucker, what's up, my friend? Good to see you. Jeff George, hello. Just saying hello to each and every one of you is always a pleasure of mine. If you are new to this channel, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you go ahead and hit that notification bell. Make sure you follow me on Parler, TRUreporting 1985. Follow me on Twitter at TRUreporting. And if you want to sign up to be a Patreon, I would. That is massive. That is massive. I want to keep it at 250 people. We dropped down 13. If we can get 13 people back, oh my goodness, that would make me so happy. So I know a lot of people were talking about, oh, are you gonna stream? Are you doing the stream tonight with Kamala and Pence? I don't know. I think it's gonna be low energy. I think the ratings are gonna be bottomed out. I don't think it's gonna be good. Because she's gonna yap, and it's gonna be low energy Pence. Now, let me say, I don't mind Pence. I think Pence stays out of, Pence stays out of it more so than not is better. Let's just be honest. He's not the champion. He's not the heavyweight champion. He's not Donald Trump. He's not going to carry the load. Kamala could run him over. Kamala could definitely run him over. So, there's that. I don't think I want to cover it. I'm just thinking it, So, it is what that is. What are you going to do? Johnny H, no, I don't think so. Navy Vet says the Schumann frequency just hit the highest he's ever seen. Kaboom. That is amazing. A. Vincent says you can just talk over it. That rubs people so it just ruffles feathers when I do that. It ruffles feathers. So, it is what it is. Yeah, Alaska Boomer. Pence looks and sounds like a robot. It is very monotone. It is very preachy, like the preacher, the Southern preacher. I'm not into it. I'm not feeling that. I don't want to put you guys through it, so I just don't think I'll do it. I'd rather be here than watching the debates. It's a crap show. Absolutely, Elizabeth. See, the only reason that they took away that was because you cuss. You can't cuss. They are watching and waiting. It's okay. So, we'll do what we can. I do have a lot of news to touch base on. I will have to minimize myself so you can't see me. You're just going to have to hear me talk, which is a shame. Now, Pence does that. He does that face. It's better than Joe's smile. Sleepy Joe, he does that fake veneer smile where he's not even thinking about what he's going to say. He's thinking about sniffing some young girl's hair, right? He's thinking about just like, oh my God, I want to get back to those children. He's thinking. Prayer Warrior Girl, it raises my blood pressure. Yes, it raises mine too, Prayer Warrior Girl. Good to see you in here, by the way. Good to see you. Who thinks Kamala will bury herself tonight? 018. That could happen too. And again, yes, Annette Anderson, absolutely. We're going to avoid negative energy tonight. That's what we're here for. This is the coziest, the comfiest corner on the internet. And I intend to keep it that way, guys. It's just a cool thing. It's just so special what we have. How long for you tonight, True Reporting? I'm teaching kickboxing at 9:30, but want to call in. Yeah. I'm going to have to take myself off the screen so that you guys, maybe, will you be able to see this? Oh, there you go. You can still see it. I'm going to have to make it a little smaller. There you go. So we could still do that, which is fine. But I got to move myself out of the way so you can't see numbers. Remember, if you don't want your number to be shown, you need to go ahead and change your name when you call in. But if you don't care, then no one's gonna bother you. Let's be honest. I don't even think you're gonna. Oh, you're gonna dox yourself. I mean, with this group, I don't think so. I think you're gonna be fine. But you know, it is what it is. You make your own decision. I'm not telling you to do something. All right. Oh, we got some good ones coming in. Perfect. I've been wanting to talk to this fella for a minute. Here we go. I'm glad he's back. We'll go ahead and we're gonna bring in Patriot Shepherd. You're gonna be on the screen. Are you okay with that, my friend? You let me know, Patriot Shepherd. Are you okay with being? You okay with being on the screen, man?
Oh yeah, no problem. Bro.
Okay, your camera's still turned off, but there you go. There you go.
Good. Yeah. No worries, man.
There we are. Okay, we're on the screen.
No worries, dude. I don't mind.
What's up, my man? You doing good?
Doing great. Good to hear from you, man.
Yeah, it's we got a little mess up today, but that's okay, man. I mean, the show must go on. What's going on tonight, dude? How are you?
Doing well, man. Doing really well. Just wanted to call and visit for a minute and just see how you're feeling, man. You feeling positive? You feeling good?
Feeling good. The president spoke today. I'm sure everyone saw that message. It was on one of I think the last 17 post, and we're going to share that together. We can actually watch that together now if you would like to before we get into our conversation.
Yeah, sounds good, dude.
I'm going to do that. Let me go ahead and bring it up real quick. Boom, bang.
You hear me okay?
Yeah, you sound fantastic. Always do. Always. Guys, if you have not seen this, we'll bring it into focus real quick. Boom. All right, here we go. There we go. So I'll put it over us, and then we'll go ahead and you can hear me probably in real time. You'll be about 30 seconds behind me. But I definitely want to share this with each and every one of you because it was so good. And let's go ahead and listen to it together.
Hi, perhaps you recognize me. It's your favorite president. And I'm standing in front of the Oval Office at the White House, which is always an exciting place to be. I got back a day ago from Walter Reed Medical Center. I spent 4 days there and didn't have to. I could have stayed at the White House, but the doctor said, because you're president, let's do it. I said, fine. You tell me what to do, and I'm going to listen. These are great professionals. They've done a fantastic job. And by the way, not only at Walter Reed, all over the country, we have the greatest doctors in the world. We have the greatest nurses, the greatest first responders, law enforcement, by the way, incredible. Firefighters, everybody, they're just great. We have great people. This is a great country. But I spent 4 days there, and I went in, I wasn't feeling so hot. And within a very short period of time, they gave me Regeneron. It's called Regeneron. And other things too, but I think this was the key. But they gave me Regeneron, and it was like unbelievable. I felt good immediately. I felt as good 3 days ago as I do now. So I just want to say we have Regeneron. We have a very similar drug from Eli Lilly, and they're coming out, and we're trying to get them on an emergency basis. We've authorized it. I've authorized it. And if you're in the hospital and you're feeling really bad, I think we're going to work it so that you get them and you're going to get them free. And especially if you're a senior, we're going to get you in there quick. We have hundreds of thousands of doses that are just about ready. I have emergency use authorization all set, and we got to get it signed now. And you're going to get better. You're going to get better really fast. This is things that nobody even thought of a few months ago. The job that the scientists, the labs, everybody have done is incredible. Then in addition to that, you have various other drugs that help a lot, but these, I view these, I know they call them therapeutic, but to me it wasn't therapeutic, it just made me better, okay? I call that a cure. So I want to get these things done. So we have to get them done, we have to get them approved, and I want to get them to the hospitals where people are feeling badly. That's much more important to me than the vaccine. But on the vaccines, we have many companies that are in final stages for the vaccines, Johnson & Johnson, Moderna, Pfizer, all great companies, but many of them. And we're going to have a great vaccine very, very shortly. I think we should have it before the election, but frankly, the politics gets involved, and that's okay. They want to play their games. It's going to be right after the election. But we did it, nobody else. Nobody else would have been able to do it. The FDA has acted as quickly as they've ever acted in history. There's never been a time, and no president's ever pushed them like I pushed them either, to be honest with you. But the FDA is approving things in a matter of weeks that used to take a matter of years. So we have these drugs, Eli Lilly and the others that are so good, but they are, in my opinion, remember this, they're going to say that they're therapeutic, and I guess they are therapeutic. Some people don't know how to define therapeutic. I view it different. It's a cure. For me, I walked in, I didn't feel good. A short 24 hours later, I was feeling great. I wanted to get out of the hospital. And that's what I want for everybody. I want everybody to be given the same treatment as your president, because I feel great. I feel like perfect. So I think this was a blessing from God that I caught it. This was a blessing in disguise. I caught it. I heard about this drug. I said, let me take it. It was my suggestion. I said, let me take it. And it was incredible the way it worked, incredible. And I think if I didn't catch it, we'd be looking at that like a number of other drugs. But it really did a fantastic job. I want to get for you what I got, and I'm going to make it free. You're not going to pay for it. It wasn't your fault that this happened. It was China's fault. And China's going to pay a big price, what they've done to this country. China's going to pay a big price, what they've done to the world. This was China's fault. And just remember that. So we're going to get you the drug. It's going to be free. We're going to get it into the hospitals as soon as you can, as soon as we can. And you'll see some amazing things happen because we have, our military is doing the distribution. It's called logistics. And they deliver hundreds of thousands of troops in a matter of days. This is easy stuff for them. Our generals already, we're waiting for the emergency use authorization, and the drug companies have just made a lot of it. So hopefully this is going to be not just a therapeutic, it's going to be much more than a therapeutic. You're going to get better fast, just like I did. So again, a blessing in disguise. Good luck.
All right, my man. What do you take from that? I wrote down some stuff if you want me to go off my notes, but if you got some, let me know. Oh, you can't hear me? Ask to unmute. There we go. I don't know why it would do that.
Yeah, I was just unable to unmute. I muted myself because I needed to clear my throat and I didn't want to be coming through on.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine.
No, you're good, dude. Man, it's definitely interesting to see. You know, it was interesting how fast President Trump came down with the diagnosis of having COVID. You know, quick turnaround on that, and then he was in and out of the hospital rather quickly. And I mean, it's somewhat contrary to everything that we've heard about COVID up to this point, and the treatment and how long that it takes in quarantine and retesting, you know what I mean? So it was really interesting. I mean, it kind of sets a different standard when it comes down to, you know, what people have to go through getting diagnosed and then getting, you know, re-diagnosed if they're positive or negative to return to work and, you know, regular activity and stuff like that. It's really interesting to see, you know, there's definitely a lot of speculation you could have about the optics, you know, and how this can be perceived as, you know, maybe it was, I'm not trying to say anything disrespectful towards President Trump in any way, but I think that he's doing what he needs to do, show that he can survive the sickness to, you know, he's in that critical age range that is, you know, people are more susceptible to the disease than others that are younger. So it's definitely interesting to see how he came through it. He, you know, didn't really have that many symptoms. He was somewhat asymptomatic and so on. So it was cool to see. I definitely, you know, like he stated in his first message when he came back from Walter Reed, he said, you know, I've got to lead from the front. I knew that there was a little bit of vulnerability. I knew that was an opportunity that I was going to get it, but I need to continue on. I need to be the front man. I need to, you know, lead by example. And that's what he's been doing this entire time. So you see a lot of criticism coming from the mainstream media talking about, oh, he shouldn't have subjected himself to these rallies and so on. But when your voice is suppressed and the media is lying about you constantly, there's only so many ways that you can get out to the American people, and that's what he's been trying to do.
Yeah. I mean, you know, he's 74 years old. He's in that prime target area, that prime target age. He, you know, little overweight. The man likes to eat. That's okay. He's speaking on Regeneron. He says Regeneron, you know, it's a therapeutic. But he says, hey, you could call it a therapeutic. I call it a cure. And it's much more important than a vax, he says, because the vax are going to play political games. It's not going to come before the election. It's going to come after the election. And then they're going to get the military to send this out. By the way, guys, I know a lot of people out there saying, "Hey, it's they're gonna force this on. It's just a therapeutic. They're gonna force it down our throat. They're gonna force the vaccine." No, it's free will, free will. And I think that in the meantime, they're just gonna they're gonna continue to do the herd immunity. I mean, that's just what they're gonna do. I think this is just saying, hey, there's a lot of people out there that are older. My parents are almost the age of POTUS, and my parents are in fairly, good shape. And, they're saying, hey, I took this medicine. I didn't have to get an intrusive shot in my arm that is just, in my personal opinion, is barbaric. Barbaric. And, I think a therapeutic is much more, it eases the mind. It's a pill. It's fine. He also said it's a blessing from God that he got CV. I think he bucked the system. I think he said, you know what, I got it. We're going to do it this way. He even may have gotten this purposefully and would have been like, I'm fine. I'm showing everyone I'm going to take it right on the chin. I'm going to get this. I'm going to have a fever, a little bit of a cough for a couple days. I'm going to be fine. And I'm in the target range of the people that you quote unquote say are mass dying. This mass extinction of people, like Biden says 200 million people have died from COVID with his dementia-ridden brain. And I think he bucked the system, and he says he's waiting on the military for emergency use. Yeah, sounds like the perfect plan.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. And I think that the message that came out that I thought was most powerful is he said, guys, you don't have to live in fear. And,
beautiful.
You don't hear that, is that everything on mainstream media. I was talking to a young lady the other day, and she was pretty upset about not being able to attend school in her senior year of high school. A buddy of mine, he owns a business, and I was in there. I do tech support for his business, and I was talking to his daughter, who was on one of the computers doing homework and stuff, and she was just real distraught and upset. And I said, hey, let me ask you a question. How many people, based upon the mainstream media's, information they've been putting out and other politicians that they've been putting out, how many people do you think have died in the United States to the coronavirus? And she said, I really don't know. It's got to be a lot. And I said, well, just give me a number. She said, I don't know, 1 million. Don't get me wrong, this girl's in high school, but she's a rather smart girl. Her dad's really smart, but the perception of the majority of the people that I've talked with, they're just overestimating this disease and what has actually happened in the United States and around the world. They don't actually know because they're just force-fed this information from the media. And for President Trump to come out and say, hey guys, you do not have to live in fear. Don't let this control your life. Go out, live your lives, continue your lives, and this thing will eventually go away. We will defeat it. We've got plenty of treatments and so on. So I think that's a really powerful message, and it's really disappointing, which I didn't expect it otherwise, but it's really disappointing to see the mainstream media carry on and almost be, pissed off that President Trump survived this. You know what I mean? And that
they were wishing for his death, Patriot Shepherd.
Yeah, dude, it's ridiculous. And it just goes to show how corrupt and how evil they are and how much we need to completely separate ourselves from the mainstream media.
Yeah, man. Great points, man. I do. Christina Love gave me your information. I think we're going to be hopefully collabing here soon. I like what you do.
You got myself,
we will move forward with that, Patriot Shepherd. So expect a text or something from me, and we'll keep in touch, man.
Well, thanks a lot, Thomas. I appreciate it, man. Appreciate everything you do. Appreciate the opportunity to speak with you, and I look forward to the future, man.
Absolutely. We'll talk soon.
Take care, bud.
Take care, man. Bye-bye. Yeah, guys. So, this is quite interesting. We're going to bring in another favorite of mine. I like this guy a lot. If you're enjoying the show, by the way, make sure we get to 1,000 likes before the top of the hour, 9 o'clock. We're 30 minutes into it, so if we can get 1,000 likes by 9 o'clock, I would greatly appreciate it. We'll keep the show pushing forward. We got Dat Batman. Dat damn Batman. I love Batman. He always comes in here with some excellent words of advice. He's got some excellent topics, so we're going to go ahead and unmute that damn Batman. Batman, what's up, dude?
Hey, Thomas. How's it going? How
good, my friend.
Hey, you know what? They should do the 5 on Zoom so that they can just mute one, and that would make the show so much better. How's it going?
Good, man.
Good. Hey, So Joe Biden, I realized the other day, you're over there. It's weird. Watching you over there.
You
Okay,
can,
over here.
yeah, you can. There you go.
So yeah,
It's okay. I messed up today, and I actually had my Zoom on before I turned on my OBS, and it just cancels it out. So whatever.
oh wow, I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
But hey, I didn't know it was video day. I would have dressed up a little bit.
You're
better.
fine, man. You're fine. You look great.
Hey,
What's up?
so Joe Biden, he messed up because I saw this today. He went out in public without a mask, and he just got flack for it. And it's hilarious because the president can go outside without a mask, and it's no big deal, right? I mean, he'll get a little bit of flack for it, but it's like whatever. I mean, you expect it from him. Joe cannot not wear a mask.
Right.
You know, especially if he wins. I mean, he's going to be doing nationwide mask mandates and stuff. I mean, you know, like he's stuck with it, and that's his image now. And I think Trump knew that from the beginning. And I didn't catch it until today. But I'll tell you something else that you were talking about earlier, but the whole cabinet catching, you know,
Yeah. Sure.
you know, but just them. I mean, it wasn't, you know, the optics, everything about it is just it plays out so well in our favor that I don't know. I mean, it almost seems like it was intentional, but either way,
Orchestrated.
yeah. Or he
I-
just, you know, pivoted.
Yeah, I mean, he could have just pivoted. I think they bucked the system, bro. I think that this is what he's done. And Biden now, you know, you're right. He took his mask off, walked off, got flagged for it again. Never gets to answer questions. You know, I think if we keep this going, of him not answering questions, these normies out there have got to be like frustrated. They're like, well, he should be. This is our guy. We want to hear what he thinks about this kind of stuff. Not getting these softball questions getting tossed to him from Lester Holt. You know, it's all just so choreographed. It's gross.
Yeah, I mean, well, he could just as well answer, you know, what do you want me to think about it? And that could be his answer. And I mean, because that's all he's doing.
Right.
He's avoiding the actual topic because he wants you to think that he thinks whatever, you know, any individual person thinks. So that they're like, yeah, go Joe. But that's just, I mean, how I think that they kept him inside as long as they could. Let's be honest, but they had to release him at some point, and it's just it loses its effect after weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks of just him just being Joe, you know, just, you know.
It's such an embarrassment. It's such low energy. What do you? I'll ask you a question. You're a smart guy. What do you think's going to take place between Kamala and old Pence?
I don't know. I'm actually going to watch that. I don't know if I'm going to watch it live, but I'm going to watch it just because I want to know. Because here's the thing about that, right? Pence I like the way Pence presents himself at a podium. I don't know about him, you know, it is what it is.
He did handle a corrupt, and I don't mean handle like he took care of it. I mean, he was kind of part of a corrupt Indiana, you know, government ran state. So I know a lot of people out there like, I don't like him, you know, blah, blah, blah. I mean, he's pretty neutral to me. It's almost like he's non-existent. I mean, anyone that's going to be anywhere near Trump is non-existent, man. You know?
No, I agree. Well, but also he'll shine the spotlight on the people that he wants us to.
I hope so. I mean, it's going to be behind, what is it? Plexiglass. It's lame, dude. I just don't want to I don't want to put you in the chat. I don't want to put everyone through that. So if it's a 9 o'clock show, then it's a 9 o'clock show, and then we'll just, you know, we'll pick back up. I might make up another hour tomorrow, and then we'll go live tomorrow. Maybe. I'm not making any promises.
So here's my other thing about that is
sure.
Pence is Pence, but Kamala Harris she's technically their running, like she's their president. I mean,
yes.
You know, let's forget about Joe. How she performs tonight is because you remember the last debate. I mean, let's keep in mind Joe didn't win that. We won, but
yes,
he performed beyond our expectations, and so it was a sour moment because we were like, oh crap, he didn't, you know, fall over dead. So like, you know, anything beyond that was him kind of getting a one up, and that's kind of sad when you think about it, right?
Yeah.
But same thing here. Like, how is she going to perform tonight? Because it's really going to have an effect on the morale and everything, and the clips coming out. And you want to see the full thing because you don't want to get a bunch of clips in your face where they're edited and all that stuff. So, but I you know, I don't. It's
she
run live, but
she is way left, and I think this is going to bite them in the ass for regular people who are on the left that are just kind of like, oh, old Joe, he rolls his sleeves up, he goes into the diner and he asks the old people, hey, what do you think about this? I'll take care of you. Kamala Harris is fiery. She's kind of an ass. She's very aggressive. A lot of people who like Joe, and I'm talking to older people who are like the old Joe from back in the day, they're not going to like what she's going to say tonight if she stays radical. So
yeah, well, and here's the thing about that though, the radicalized, the radicalness. I don't, whatever you call it. Joe and her both, all of them, they're just playing sides. They pander to the whoever's in front of them. You get them on a live stage, though. That's they got to dance around these questions because they can't give any specific answers because they're playing so many sides with their with their lies that and that and I think I mentioned that a couple weeks ago where it's like when they get on the stage they can't. I mean, well, and I had a better picture of it back then, but I said that there's no way that they can stand in front of the truth and survive. But and honestly, Joe did a good job. But like then you go and look back at it, and you go look at these things, and like I don't know if you saw this clip, but the president corrected him. He said something about the economy. He's like, that's one, and then two, and then Trump's interrupting him talking to Chris Wallace, and Joe just immediately goes to three. He doesn't even say anything for two. He's like two and two and three. And then as soon as he does that, Trump, while talking over him to Chris Wallace to make a point, turns to Joe and goes, Joe, you're on two, and goes back to talking to him. And I was like, I saw the debate 3 times and somebody had to point that out to me. It was that fast. I mean, it's really amazing.
That's amazing, bro. He's so aware. I mean, he's a genius. He's a stable genius. And that's what we're watching.
Absolutely. And it's amazing, especially at his age and everything, and just watching that mental acuity, just the ability to just he's on target. And it also that kind of goes to show you he knows what he's doing. He's talking over Joe, and he's going to do this at the next debate too because he's trying to confuse him. And I know that's been that kind of probably like next day everybody was saying that, but I think it's very true, especially after seeing that, because he knew he was talking over Joe. He was listening to him. He was tracking his words and still having another conversation, and then turned around and corrected him.
That is amazing.
It was so fast nobody caught it. But so Kamala Harris, we're gonna have to at least keep eyes on her. I mean, it's
we'll see. We'll see what she does. I'm not gonna cover it. So if it's an hour show, then it's an hour show, and then we may do an hour tomorrow. Back up.
Cool. I got one more just real quick thing, and that is I'm a little bothered today because of what I saw. There's the news is really attacking 17
yes,
pretty hard, and I saw a news article that was basically saying this is how you help a family member that's been trapped up in this, and it was just
that's an old article.
Is it
yeah.
Well, that makes me feel a little bit better then, because I was just like, wow, because like I'm thinking about my family and like they're so out of the know, but I'm a single dude, I'm divorced, bachelor, I'm self-employed, I work at home, like all these things. So I really just sit at home on Twitter all day, and my family, they got kids, they got jobs, they got all these things that they got to do, and they're not paying attention, and then they just get the news clips that they see on Facebook, and I'll go talk to them, and then by the time I'm done talking, their eyes are like this big, and I get that they're like, is this guy nuts? Did he lose his mind at some point?
I get the same thing. They don't talk to me. They don't talk.
Really? Yeah.
No.
That's kind of where I'm at with it too. But me, I'm just kind of like, on one hand, I'm like kind of prepping. I'm not super serious about this stuff, but it should be taken serious. I am prepping on one end for everybody in my family because they're all gonna wait till last minute if and then on top of that, I'm just kind of patiently sitting back and just kind of waiting for everything. It's not worth getting any arguments or fights or pushing on anybody. It is what it is. I mean,
you don't want to bring that negativity on you, man.
Absolutely. It's just the one thing that does kind of freak me out is that whole some people are gonna be so messed up by it that they're gonna have to go to the hospital type of thing.
Yeah, that's coming, bro. That's coming.
So there's a fine line between doing your job as a informed person to help other people and being obnoxious and turning people off, and especially when it's your family, it's really hard not to. So these are the types of times where it's kind of like just kind of bunker down, stay to yourself, and keep tabs on everybody.
That's all we can do. That's why we have this, man. Like, we come in here, we can talk. Like-minded patriots, and we it's open forum, just talk about whatever. That's why I love it.
This is one of my favorite favorite shows. I just found it, like, I mean, I called in, I think, my first night or second night watching you live, anyways, at the same time your videos. But this is one of my favorite talk shows because it really is. You have the most diverse audience. Everybody's just, and people can come on and say those things that makes half your audience is the hair standing up on the back of their necks, but it's fine because we're not going to get upset about it. We're going to keep rolling, and everybody's allowed to have their opinions and learn and teach even, So I really love it, Thomas. And I appreciate you letting me back on, but I will let you go.
All right, Batman. We'll talk soon, okay?
All right, talk later.
See you, man. Bye-bye. Batman. It's good to put a face with a name. I think I've seen him once before, but you guys haven't seen him. Really smart guy. Two great calls. And again, guys, I hope you're enjoying this. And if you are, make sure that you follow me on Twitter at TRUreporting. You follow me on Parler at TRUreporting1985. Become a Patreon. You can also super chat. If you guys didn't know that, you can go through Streamlabs. The mods will put the link in the chat, and it'll flash across the screen, look all nice like, and everyone gets to see that you're supporting real news, right? Group prayer from WTF people. Group prayer, win and next. I mean, we could do it. Next time. Next time would be okay. Let's go ahead and take Rick G real quick. Remember, if you were on the screen, you don't want your number shown, change your number to a name. What's up, Rick? How are you, my friend?
What's up, Tom? I'm doing good, man. How are you?
Doing good. You're coming in crystal clear. I like it.
Lovely. Glad. Yeah, you sound good too, man.
Awesome. What's up, dude?
Oh, just another day. Long day. A lot of good points too. I love that Batman guy, man. He was totally right. I saw something about them putting out, that news about if you know someone who's into QAnon, like help them get out of the rabbit hole they're in. I'm like, what? Is this really what?
Did that drop today?
Yeah. I did.
Okay, so there's another. They did drop another one. So if they dropped a new article, I mean, again, all assets deployed. But there was an article just like that came out about a month ago that I saw. I didn't read it, but it was the same premise.
It's crazy. And then there was someone on Twitter made, I have to go back and find her handle, but she basically made a conspiracy pyramid, kind of like the food pyramid, showing the different conspiracies at different ranks.
Yeah.
And I was looking at that and I was like, okay, this is great. And I was looking at the top, and of course, what's up there? The 17. And I'm like going through, and I go all the way down to the bottom, and it was in the category that was quoted like, grounded in, and it had Operation Mockingbird. And I was like, Started typing to my buddy who sent that, and I was like, so you're saying Operation Mockingbird is the bottom in reality, but 7 top where you don't understand? I'm like, it's all tied together. I'm like, what do you have to say? And he sent me this news article it was like a UK Reuters article. And it said that in 2017 is when Russian agents hijacked 17, and they've had it ever since. And I was
all
like,
fake news.
This is what's going out there. Yeah, and I understand why maybe people, just like what Batman said, but they go through their day, they're working hard, they're doing their dailies. They don't get a lot of time to see this stuff. They do get exposed to it. It's lies. It's lies every time.
Yeah, it's a smear campaign, and they know what they're doing. They want to break up families. They want to do this stuff, and there's a good way about going about it where you can still follow this stuff day in and day out. You have to be kind of touch and go with it when you're around people who don't know anything about it. But it doesn't have to be this way, and they're trying to make it that way, man. They want to break it up.
Getting into the fine details and seeing what people out there, what our representatives are doing. Every day dominoes turn, every day wheels are turning. This stuff still, whether or not we.
Yeah. Are you there?
I'm here.
Okay. Yeah, man. I mean, they're gonna keep churning this crap out, and it's just gonna be an ongoing attack. I know they kicked off everybody. Q 17 accounts that were on Facebook. They're gonna keep going through the. They'll send out the algorithms to find them. So if you're on Facebook and you're pushing it, I would 100% change everything. Anything that's labeled that way. So, Rick G, I appreciate the call. You're coming in crystal clear. It is a shorter show today, which is okay. we may pick it up tomorrow. How about that?
Absolutely. Yeah, it'd be great. I'll call in every time, bud.
Thanks, dude.
Good
All
talking.
right, Rick. Have a good night, man.
You too.
Bye-bye. All right. Let's go ahead and bring in Shane Mack, Navy vet. He's going to connect his audio dramedy. You're going to be on the screen, Navy vet, just letting you know. Debate starts in 13 minutes. We know it. What's up, dude? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Can you hear me? Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, real low.
Hold on, let me turn up my volume. Can you hear me now?
Yes, now I can hear you. Sound good. Got your message on Patreon, by the way. I got kicked out of my Patreon, so I lost.
Sweet.
I lost the number, but now I got it back.
I've been told that you're not a good communicator.
Yeah, no, yeah, I got knocked off. Interesting, right?
Oh, yeah. So I got some people in the chat that I pulled over from another show. So I told them that's the coziest side of the internet.
Nice, man. Yes. Where'd you pull them from?
From Abe, Uncensored Abe, and from We the People Insider.
Nice, dude. Thank you.
Because I listen to that shit all day, dude. You know, I'm in every live because that's what I do. My entire office is red pilled. My boss is now even getting red pilled. When he used to make fun of Q, now he's starting to really see it, and especially because they're censoring in their Congress, and he knows Congress who it's ran by. He's like, holy shit, this shit is real. I go, dude, I've been telling you for 3 fucking years.
Right, man.
Yeah.
I mean, people are noticing it, man. They're noticing, Trump's painting a perfect picture, but again, it is baby steps, bro. It's baby steps.
100%. So, dude, my thoughts on tonight's debate.
Yes.
It's gonna be a shit show because what's gonna happen is Kamala Camel Toes, who I call her, she is going to go against everything that Biden has said about building up the police. I mean, his freaking campaign commercials now are talking everything President Trump says. This shit has to be orchestrated.
I know. Controlled demolition.
There's no other. People are like, wait a minute, that's what President Trump is saying. Joe, how are you going to do that? You haven't done that in 72 years.
Yes.
It has to be, bro. There's no other way around it. It's mathematically impossible.
Right. I know, man. It's very weird to watch in real time, bro. I really think that from the very beginning, since I started saying that this is a controlled demolition, it was intuitively, I really believe that this is all orchestrated.
It has to be, dude. Now we have a Hurricane Delta that's moving 17 miles an hour. I mean, come on.
Right.
I mean, God's powerful.
Yeah.
It's just,
sure.
It's just nuts. And then the Schumann frequencies today were like the highest I've ever seen. I'm like, and it was like they were coming together, and it was good versus evil, and then evil overcame it. Like I don't know. I think it was like 458 or something. I looked at it, but dude, everything is in fucking sane. I mean,
bro, when you got that 40,000 foot view, when you're awake and you can see it all, it's very jarring.
Yeah, and it's more, I think, more insane than it was with COVID because we saw POTUS every single day.
Yes, correct.
But now it's more insane because you can't make heads or tails out of shit. You hear what they're saying, and they're contradicting themselves what they said 3 months ago, and you're like, wait a minute. You're the one that wanted to defund police. You were calling for it, that they were demons, but now you want to build them up. What world am I living in?
Bro, I know what you mean, man. It is so weird to watch. And again, I think we're on the same page with it all. I think everyone in the chat is as well, is that this is all a controlled demolition. And it's a slow death. It's death by 1,000 paper cuts, bro.
I mean, it has to be.
man.
There's just no other. How do they flip flop so quickly when they are staunch on their beliefs, and then all of a sudden he starts parroting Trump? It's like, what?
Yeah, I mean, and then the only ones that are really paying attention to that are, I don't even think Democrats even watch this crap. I think conservatives are the only ones that really, I bet the percentage is vastly outnumbered by the amount of people on the left that actually watch these debates. I guarantee you. They don't vote. They don't watch TV. They don't work. All they do is the same thing every day, and that's rot. That's all they do, and complain. They're miserable. They're victimized. That's what they take on. That's what these people do, and that's it.
Monotony is insanity.
Monotony is insanity. I could not have said it better, man. Shane O'Mac, I appreciate the call. I'm going to take maybe one or two more and then bonk out. But I mean, I'm going to see what Kamala does. Let's see if she digs her own grave.
All right, love you, bro.
Later, man. Love you too. Bye-bye. Yeah, guys. Interesting. Very, very interesting indeed. We'll take one or two more calls. They have no intellect. They really don't, Jay Bettis. We're almost to 1,000 likes, guys, and I really appreciate that. I promise I'll make it up to you. I definitely want to. I may watch it, but I just think it's gonna be super negative. I might pop back in with it. Who knows? We'll see. Okay, I surely will. Okay, we'll take. Go ahead and take Mikey. Mikey Tichenor. What's up, Mike?
Hey, what's up, brother? How are you?
I'm doing good. So I understand that you are from a show called What If It Happened?
Yeah, what if this happened? Yep.
What if this happened, man? Excellent, dude. Good to have you aboard, dude. What's going on?
5 months ago, man. How are you?
I'm doing good. Just waiting on, I think I'm going to, kind of maybe dabble in and out of this debate between Pence and Kamala and just see how that rolls. What about you?
Yeah. I'm gonna check on it a little bit here and there. The only reason I say that is because I just really can't stand listening to her.
Yes.
I can't.
Trash.
She's just such a ratchet, rotten person, man.
Ratchet. Yes.
And I already know the talking points that they're gonna bring out. You know what I find funny, man, is like I literally just found out about your show from Paulette from Boston.
Yeah, one of our
probably
mods.
about a week and a half ago, she was telling me about it. And I think it's funny because there's so many of us out there doing things like this. And we're so separated because but the other side of it, on the left side, they all know about each other because they're all promoted by each other. You know what I mean? So
right.
They hear about one of their channels. They're like, oh, but they keep us away from each other because they know, power in numbers, obviously. But man, I love what you're doing, man. I love what you're doing. You get a hell of a following, man. That's great.
I've been doing it for a long time. Right when 17 started dropping, I hopped on it, and then I started in the January of 2018. So I mean, I didn't recognize you with that hat, man. Okay, yeah, I've seen your videos then. Okay, all right. Yeah. Yeah, I used to not wear that. I used to wear the hat a lot, and then I stopped wearing it, and then I started wearing it again. Yeah, man, I've been doing it for a while. It's good. I'm looking to collab with a good bit of people. It's you just gotta. I'm gonna put this politely as I can, and some people know and some people don't. Sometimes you get tied up with people that just do not respect what you do, and they try and run with it. So you just kind of got to weed through it all, and you have trial and error.
Absolutely, man. And you know what? Ultimately, that's just going to be more beneficial to the whole movement, and obviously to yourself in the long run. Yeah. And you just can't have hard feelings in something like this just because.
No, you don't. I don't practice negativity. I don't hold a grudge. Nothing like that. You cut ties and you move forward, and nothing will taint True Reporting. Yeah. This is my platform. This is our platform. It's my show.
Yeah.
And nothing, I won't allow anything to, blur the lines between what it actually is and what people make it out to be.
Yeah,
So.
no, absolutely, man.
Mhm.
And by sticking to your guns, man, that's what's gonna earn you the most respect anyway. Even the people that don't like you will still respect that. You know what I'm saying?
You would hope.
Yeah, as opposed to like telling people what they want to hear. And that's, like I had probably a little over 100 people leave my show recently because I've been telling them things that they don't want to hear, because sometimes you have to be taken out of that comfortability zone in order to like see things clearly. You know what I mean? So when I ask a
100%.
question, like I always tell, like, this is my belief. Like, I know that Trump is good. I know that what he's doing is good. And all that other stuff in between, you got all these other channels who have switched it up recently, and we knew that was coming. Like
Yep.
Hugh told us that was going to happen. We knew that was coming. And they tried to associate me with that in the beginning, but I told them, no, this is my belief, but you have to allow yourself to step out of that box and see it from, like, I don't think what people don't realize is all these people trying to say, oh, he's in bed with Israel and this. No, man, no. It's called a honeypot.
Correct.
He's in that circle. So he has to know their ways, but he doesn't partake in like that after party, I guess, if you want to say stuff like that.
100%, man.
And he honeypotted them. That's why you see the pictures with him and Epstein and stuff like that. He's a billionaire, so he's in that circle, but he just doesn't partake. And in doing so, that's why they used to kill each other to try to get him on their shows. And then as soon as he came down that escalator, they all were killing each other.
They're like, oh no,
hated him the most.
They fear him. They fear him for a reason, Mike. They know there's a reason that there is fear in the air. This isn't a figment of our imagination. They truly fear him because we've been taught through 17 to know why they fear him so damn much, man. Mike, I appreciate the call, dude. Expect a DM or a text or something from me. I have your information.
All right, absolutely, man. It was nice to meet you, and thank you for having me on.
Hey, nice to meet you too, my friend, and I hope you have a good night. And then we'll see how this debate goes.
Absolutely.
All right, my friend. We'll talk soon.
All right, brother.
Bye-bye. Yeah, guys. So I hope. Look at that. This is called meeting good people. This is what it's called. Guys, I really hope you enjoyed the show tonight. I know it's an hour long. That's okay. I'll make it up to you. I can promise you that. We will be having a Saturday show that is going to be conspiratorial, even a Sunday show. So a 7-day a week. You got content. You got content out the wazoo, huh? So, guys, again, if you enjoyed this, I really hope you did. Go ahead and subscribe. It is always an honor for me to do this with you guys. I love it. I love it's the same group over and over. We hit 1,000 likes just like that. I really appreciate it. Let me know what you think. If you watch the debates, comment below when this video posts, and I'll be live tweeting. So follow me on Twitter @TrueReporting. Follow me on Parler, TrueReporting 1985. And the biggest way to support this financially is through Patreon or PayPal. All of those links are in the description box below, and the mods will be posting them as well. So I definitely will have Mike back on. I definitely will have Patriot Shepherd back on, and Batman will be back on as well. I love having those guys on. Thanks to all the mods, Paulette, Melissa, Navy Vet, Shannon on, Sunny Skies. Thank you all so much for helping out. Everyone that called in, God bless each and every one of you. And I hope you have a great evening. And let's see what old Pence can do. Right, guys? I'll talk to you soon. God bless each and every one of you. And keep in touch. Bye-bye. Guys, if you found what you just watched informative and you enjoyed it, then please subscribe to the True Reporting family today. There are many ways to support this channel, like our Patreon link, our PayPal link, and our TrueReporting.us official website link in the description box below. Join the True Reporting family today and be a part of history, because where we go one, we go all.